and welcome back to Beyond the Sprue. My name is Jim. This is the channel where you get your scale model updates. It's been a few weeks and there are a lot of updates, so it's likely that this is longer than normal. As a result, there are chapters, so if you're only interested in planes or armour, then you can skip to those relevant chapters. Anyway, without any more time wasted on chit chat, let's get on with the question. So the Wessex HC-2 helicopter was developed from which American helicopter design? Was it A, the Bell UH-1 Huey, the Sikorsky H-34/S-58, Boeing CH-47 Chinook, Sikorsky CH-53, or the Kármán H-43 Husky? Answer as always at the end. Builders of supercars are going to be delighted with this Ferrari 812 super fast kit. That's a 143 scale, so maybe a little bit smaller than most people are used to. It's from Alpha Model, but doesn't that look like an awesome kit? And the car that's coming soon from Alpha Model. And a couple of releases announced from ICM. They're releasing this Gaz A in German service, 124 scale. And this is the passenger car used in Wehrmacht service. And ICM also releasing Montgomery's office with staff. Includes everything you see in the picture there, the figures. And if you look inside Montgomery's office there, you can see there's a picture. And that picture is included in the kit as well, 135 scale. Moving on to Mini Art. They're releasing this cargo truck with a Ben-Hur trailer, G7107. It's in 135 scale, and it's coming with 3 scheme options. And Mini Art kits are highly detailed, and yeah, it's a modelling experience. So you've got photo etch parts, and you've got options whether to have the canvas on or off, or as just a normal truck, and various scheme options. So versatility, I think, is the word. And Copper State Models releasing a couple of early French motorcycles, the model P1903 Type C, 2 horsepowers, and the model P1903 Type C, 2 horsepower on that as well. And they didn't hang around back then. And Dragon have reissued and upgraded their 172 scale German personnel vehicle. It comes with 3D parts now, and you can have the top open or closed. That's from Dragon Models in 172. And Takom have released this image on their Facebook page of a D9 Bulldozer limited edition in 172 scale. Clear parts included. That is all the information I have on it. And it looks like a lot of detail on there. Mini Art are releasing this Roden Schlepper and 135 scale used on the eastern front to withstand extreme conditions. And do you know, I don't think I've ever seen one of these in a film or anything. Let me know if you have and what the film was. It comes with 3 marking options, and that's from Mini Art in 135. And Dutch Military Model are offering pre-orders for their Mercedes-Benz G280 CDI to be released early next year. If you're interested, you need to contact them via their Instagram page. Get in touch if you need to know the details. And this is from a company called Pro Models. Their website's promodels.eu. These are resin kits, and they also contain photo etch decals on rubber tyres, 148 scale, and there's quite a few. So we've just seen the URO Van Tak ST5, and here we have the Leclerc, and we also have a French heavy truck, as well as a kit sprat rapid installation system. Really nice details, and they are resin in 148 scale, so likely to be a little bit more expensive than a regular sprue kit. Interesting though, just the same. Vespid Models over to release a Panzer 38. It's going to be in 1/72 scale, and this is a sprue kit. It also comes with a PE parts and a metal barrel, 3D printed parts, a figure, decals, and steel tow cable as well. So lots of detail in a little 1/72 scale, and that looks great. And diorama makers of World War II, I'm sure will be delighted to see this German tractor with an anti-aircraft mount on the trailer. Comes in a couple of schemes, finely reproduced for accuracy, and that's from Meng-I. It's going to be a 1/35 scale, and you can have different configurations, and yeah, all the decals, super. Also from Meng-I is this agricultural tractor, and that's in 1/35 scale. 1930s tractor, and has some great wheels. There's spokes and included wheels, and there's 4 scheme options for different countries. You can have it in for the UK or Austria, Spain and the Netherlands. Comes with PE parts and lots of detail, of course. Actually, really quite like it. That's probably because I'm from Somerset though, so you know. Anyway, moving on. And Meng-I producing another M3 Stuart, this late production model, coming with 6 schemes, highly detailed. Interior of the fighting compartment is included, accurate suspension and turret assembly, photo etch parts, and that's in 1/35 scale. And who doesn't love a German main battle tank, Leopard 2, and this one's the A8, so it's the upgraded version from the A7. So Meng are releasing it. It's going to be a 1/35 scale. The tracks are their cement-free tracks, and lots of detail. This is the, if you know your Leopard tanks, you know it's the upgrade from the 2A7 Plus. Excellent. That's from Meng. I don't know the release date. Lots of photo etch, compartments open, closed, normal stuff, but the track links are cement free, and they're really good. Anyway, that's from Meng. Love it. And from Tamiya, they've announced a new kit of a 1/35 scale 5cm anti-tank gun, the Pak 38. It can be in either firing or towing position. It comes with 4 figures, commander, gunner and 2 loaders. Lots of detail. That's from Tamiya, and probably more to come. And VGDioModels.com are releasing this factory interior with large windows, 2 roofs, metal structures, and you've got a second level as well via stairs. Includes the tanks, pipes, and all the details, and a great diorama piece. Size is 19 centimeters by 19 centimeters by 31 centimeters high. And moving back to Vespid Models, they're releasing a T34/85, and it's going to be in 1/72 scale as before. Sprues, and comes with PE parts, decals, and 3D printed parts, and a metal barrel as well. You know, that is quite a lot of extras and enhancements on a 1/72 scale piece of armour. Absolutely lovely. That's from Vespid Models. Oh, and 4 schemes. Gecko Models are releasing a US military base temporary command station for the Vietnam War era. Plastic model kit, comes with loads of details, a couple of figures, and photo etch and decals. 2 8-foot storage containers and sandbags, and yeah, that's really good for a Vietnam diorama. And Gecko Models are adding to their Vietnam War diorama series with this 4CV taxi, often seen in use in Saigon in the 60s and 70s. It comes with photo etch and decals and a driver and a passenger. So pretty much what you see on the box is what you get. Well, it's been a while, but it had to come. So here's another Tiger. So we've got Tiger 1 initial production. Takom are bringing out this, and it's a 4-in-1, 1/35 scale, all set on the eastern front. Comes with a metal barrel, clear parts and PE parts. And there's a 4-in-1, in other words, there's 4 options for the kit. And not sure of release dates, but it's coming from Takom. It's in 1/35 scale, and we've got another Tiger on the way. And Zimi Models are releasing a Geschäftswagen and a Shearer Plattformwagen, or a flat truck. And it's in 1/35 scale, 2-in-1, and it's coming with 2 scheme options. It's going to be a sizable kit, and I think it'll look really good when it's made. Coming from Zimi Models, have no more information than that. Mini Art are releasing some figures, US soldiers with and without motorcycles, rest and fighting in 1/35 scale from Mini Arts. Mini Art also releasing this field kitchen with figures and a guy holding his Christmas dinner. Yeah, so that's from Mini Art 1/35 as well. And R2 Miniatures are releasing this bust of a US Navy plane captain that's going to be in 1/9 scale. And Parcel Miniatures are releasing this 3D set from the Vietnam War PBR crew. If you pre-order, you will get an extra bonus of a monkey and a crocodile. 1/35 scale, 5 resin figures in Vietnam on a patrol boat, excuse me. And Snowman Models are releasing this 1/700 scale model of the Korean People's Navy, this Hyun class destroyer. Coming with a good amount of detail, and not sure of release date, but it is a new tooling. And Border Models have announced that their Imperial Japanese Navy fast battleship, the KONGO, is going to be available in early September. Pre-orders are available now. A cracking amount of detail on this kit, lots of photo etch, and does look good. Metal guns and metal chains, super. So lots of modern technology, 3D printed parts, multiple side molding technology, and which gives this super realistic model of this battleship indeed. And Takom are releasing a double box set of a 1/350 scale Soviet destroyer, the PR-7 Yamashi. That's a 1942. And the Type 7 Anshan class destroyer, and if you buy this double set, you're going to get extra missile launcher and missiles. 1010 1/350 scale from Takom. And Hobby Boss are planning an October release for this HMS General Wolf in 1/350 scale, and that's going to come from Hobby Boss. And here we have a preview of Beacon Hobby's new 1/350th scale DDG-125 Jack H Lucas kit. So it's a new brand called Beacon Hobby, and the made up test pieces look really good. And as you can see, the photo etch really enhances the kit here. Several pictures here, and got the rear deck, the anti-ballistic missile defense systems, and AA arrays. And the antennas look really good with these thin bits of photo etch. Really good indication of a great kit to come. And V Hobby are making a 1/700 scale kit of the USS HELENA CL-50 1942. That's from V Hobby. X-Scale Models are releasing a new tooling on a 1/144 scale ATR 42-300 with American Eagle livery. 1/44 scale. And ICM are releasing soon their Dorner 217M1 nighttime bomber. That's going to be a 1/48 scale. So this comes with 4 scheme options and various types of bomb loadouts as well. And also releasing a 1/32 scale Battle of Malta double set, 2 early World War II fighter aircraft, the CR-42 Falco and Sea Gladiator Mark II, realistically made for the Battle of Malta in mid-1940. And IBG Models have released the schemes for the Supermarine Spitfire PR Type A, B and E, 1/72 scale, 4 scheme options incoming. This is part of IBG's massive undertaking to reproduce the Spitfire range, and yeah, anyway, those are the scheme options, and that's from IBG, 1/72 scale. And if you haven't heard already, AMP are releasing a 1/44 scale Northrop Grumman B-21 Raider. It's actually released, and I've actually bought this kit. It's good size, even though it's in 1/44. And Eduard have reboxed their BF-109G in 1/72 scale. Has decals for 6 options, the G10s. Pre-painted P parts, painting masks. There aren't any resin parts in this kit, but it does have these 6 scheme options. Cracking. And Eduard are also releasing a limited edition boxing of their new tool of the 148 Warhawk, and this comes with the decals for the special commemorative colour scheme applied by Curtis to celebrate their 15,000th fighter. It also comes with one other scheme option. And coming soon from Sword Models is a new edition of the 1/72 Seafire Mark 15. It's coming with 3 different scheme options. That's coming from Sword Models. It's 1/72 scale. Looks to be a pretty good kit. And also from Sword Models is this slightly more unusual 1/72 scale RF-8A/G Photo Reconnaissance Crusader, Eyes of the Fleet, for Vietnam. A nice regular kit, comes with 4 scheme options. Also comes with a masking set, which is fantastic. I wish more manufacturers did that, or at least do what Tamiya do, and just give us the template so we can cut our own masks out, because it is a bit of a, I mean, we can all do it, but it's nice when you've got the masks. And Decno Models are taking pre-orders on their 2 editions of the 1/72 scale Curtis Robbins, with their markings for the Star Air Service and the Newsboy. And the Star comes with skis and wheels. That's from Decno Models. And Airfix are releasing another edition of their Heinkel H111 H6, and this is coming with 2 new schemes set in Norway and in Greece. The tooling was originally made in 2016. I have this kit, it goes together very well, and you can pre-order it right now. And Armour Hobby released a statement saying they've had the parts back from their first test sprue, and the parts fit together brilliantly for their new P51D Mustang 1/72 scale, and they hope it will be released in September. They are taking pre-orders already. Say it comes with sprues which will enable you to build most versions of this aircraft straight from the box. Has markings for 3 options, and it also comes with masks for the canopy and wheels. And Mini-Art are releasing their advanced kit of the Thunderbolt P47D 10RE Razorback 1/48 scale, fully detailed cockpit engine and armament, accurate panel lines, surface rivet details, optional open or closed canopy, photo etch parts included. Comes with 3 marking options. Lovely. Models Fits are releasing their Ukrainian AF Mirage 2000 5F in 1/72 scale. They've done some upgrades to the original kit, and these have new parts called, including a loading trolley for the missiles, the actual missiles, the Scalp EGs, pylons for these parts, 3D printed parts, guided bombs hammer, and lots of 3D parts, PE sheets, and high quality decal sheets from Cartograph for 3 schemes. And mini yards are away again, this time with a P47N1RE. This is a basic kit of the Thunderbolt. It's going to be a 1/48 scale. It comes with 2 decal options, PE parts, realistic panel and surface details, and yeah, it's a mini art kit, so it's going to be a lot of detail. They're really cracking out some kits over the last few weeks, haven't they? That said about the being a basic kit, that engine does look pretty detailed to me, and that cockpit is pretty impressive as well. And ICM have released some renders of their 1/48 scale HP52 Hampden B.Mk.I. Coming in 1/48 scale, very tempting to get this. Yeah, ICM kits normally have some really nice detail. And X scale models are planning a 1/144 scale Boeing 737-100, and they've released these images of their ideas. Very good too. And RS models have released 4 editions of the RWD-13S and ST Polish touring plane, spread across 4 boxes, and there are 16 markings, mostly from World War II, 2 fuselage versions, ambulance, and a tourist version. And Fly 814 have released the NASA AD-1, which is the NASA experimental aircraft. It's coming in 1/72 scale. You can get it from them directly. A very unusual kit, which you're unlikely to see anywhere else, so yeah, that's good. And Academy and Minicraft are releasing this new edition of a 1/48 scale Cessna 127 Skyhawk, and it has 2 marking options for the Texas and Alabama Civil Air Patrol. A original tooling was released by Minicraft in 2005, so be wary of that. And this set comes with a masking set as well for the glass. And if you haven't already, please remember to ping me a like, it keeps me going, and drop me a sub if you want to stay informed of scale model updates. Airfix are releasing their Westland Wessex HC2, coming in 3 different versions. Brand new tooling. It looks absolutely fantastic. It really does. I would argue that to anybody who thinks it doesn't. You can have the rotors folded back and all folded in for carrying, or all extended, getting ready to take off. Absolutely fantastic looking kit. I'm bound to get it, and I just wish that was in 1/48. Brings us nicely onto the question for this week. So the Wessex HC2 helicopter was developed from which American helicopter design? Well, if you said it was A, you'd have been wrong, because it's B, Sikorsky H-34 in brackets S-58. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in a couple of weeks. Stay safe for now, and happy modelling.